What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright guys, we're going to be doing the free-to-play account. We finally hit level 51. That's right, level 51 has been accomplished, and it is time now to finish Metus, the last boss. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here to get this done. That'll complete chapter 15 for you, get you guys some extra tickets, and then move on to 15.5, 16, and forward, and hopefully free-to-play to complete 18 eventually. Now we're going to be level capped at some point again. It's inevitable, but at least with this I can show you guys how I get it done. Now first off, a couple things to note here. I'm going to be using two different weapons. I'm going to be using Westwind at A0. You guys can see there's no dupes. It is level 61, and then my Plum Sword, which has an A1 dupe. Now my stats of course have not changed. I am going to be going strength all the way right there, 359 strength all into there. My perception here is sitting around 68%, and I've got myself 26% crit and 166% crit damage. So if I get lucky, I'll pull off a crit. If not, some of these won't matter, but we do have the demonic plum sword to help with crit out anyways. So weapon wise, we're going to use selected skill here, which is the death dance, and we're going to use black hole as the other skill in order to gather everybody together. So that'll make life a little bit easier for us in order to complete this stage, especially with the ads. All right, so this is the setup here. Now regarding the team, I have myself my usual squad, which is Choi, Beck, and Cha. So there we go. Let's go into this and let's see how we do. So this is how the battle is going to look here, guys. So 162 over 169. As you guys can see, as a free-to-play player, I'm up there, so I'm not in the red, so I can do this which should be able to do this with relative ease. Of course, Igris here is going to provide us with a little bit more crit, so that's going to help the situation out as well too. And then you guys can see here, Cha is at 55k, so she's almost the same as my Jinwoo, which is at 60k. So I've got a pretty decent setup here. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in and get this done. Alright guys, so you guys can watch the cutscene. Obviously pretty decent cutscene, not gonna lie to you. We got a lot of undead coming at us. Now this is why it's so important to bring Black Hole if you have it. If not, obviously bring the best AoE damage dealing move you have with the Commander's Touch, just to kill these things as quick as you possibly can. But Black Hole is nice because you get to gather everything in one little spot and then neatly just plumb sword and do full bloom and kill everybody off. Right now that's important to bring some form of crit damage increase, because it's always a race against time in this game. DPS is king, so you're always going to have that problem where you're either going to be able to beat everything or not beat anything because of time restraint. And I know a lot of people have an issue with that. Me personally, I actually love the concept of time restraints because it makes it more challenging. I think the better the challenge for me personally, the better the game. So you guys can see here we have one mob left. We kill him quick. And we now move on to the actual fight. So save your dodges. It's important for this part to be very aware that the first move he does, you want to dodge and do shadow step quickly. Okay, so here, watch this. Shadow step in, back up, and now he's gonna actually go ahead and summon a couple of his ads. Here you want to just do black hole, get everybody together, and simply shoot them all down. You can avoid this completely right there with shadows if you need to, or you can just dodge it. There's another shadow step. Go ahead and do this. Now again, breaking him is not super important. You don't need to do it, so don't worry too much about it. This you can just move out of the way from. One thing to note is when he goes to 33 health right there, he goes invincible at one point. Okay, so don't stand in there or don't do any ultimates or anything like that. Just let him do his moves right there. There it is. And let him come at you after this, okay? Here you go. Summons big dude. You can easily avoid that move right there if you needed to. We're gonna go ahead and do another Westwind and hopefully get a shadow step in. Missed that. That was my bad. I shouldn't be missing those. This is pretty easy to dodge. Okay, perfect. There we go. Shadow step in. I shouldn't have got hit by those, but I did. It is what it is. Though we got the most important thing is keep shadow step up as much as you can, and then just focus on just drilling him down to no health. Okay, make sure you are actually saving. Right there, I was gonna say, don't get hit by that. But we did, so it's okay. It is what it is. There we go, another shadow step coming. And then right here, boom, dead. Okay? And that pretty much clears that one with relative ease. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking how I've been able to get my power up there, right? Pretty straightforward. I've just been focusing on getting myself artifacts. Every single day I go into the mine and I get myself what I need in order to advance, and that is keys to farm artifacts. Now they've also provided us additional keys as well too, and I will be making a free-to-play guide on how to complete Cerberus tier 7 and Arachnid tier 8 to start getting yourself better legendary drops. Okay, very, very important, guys, that you do focus on that, because at the end of the day, your artifacts is what pushes your account even further, right? Now, I'll show you guys real quick my current artifacts for both the units, or all my units, I should say, so you guys are aware of where my free-to-play stands. And then this way, you can push even more content and try to get even further into the story, right? So you guys can see here, 15 is done. And now we're moving on to reverse mode, which will allow us and grant us even additional tickets and more essences. So let's go ahead and get these rewards out of the way. Remember, you can go back and do these trophies later on. Don't worry about 3-starring everything. It's not going to matter. What matters most is progressing, right? Because the more you progress, the more you collect, the more summonings you'll have as well too. And it's very important to continue doing that, and then going back and getting your trophies later, because that is also important, because on a weekly basis you are getting rewards based on the amount of trophies that you have. So you guys can see here a couple easy storyline for chapter 16, makes life easy. You can move on. Now the next thing I'm going to do for you guys is put together a compilation of all the bosses up to that point and how I've completed them. So we'll have everything from Tashik all the way to Metus, and then once I've cleared chapter 18, I'll put a separate guide out for that as free to play, which shouldn't take too long, I hope. I'm just level capped, right? That's really at the end of the day what's going to stop me from going any further. So here we go, completed this one, getting ourselves a couple different codex items. We should have the miner outfit. We should have had that a long time ago. I actually would rock that every single time. That miner outfit is pretty dope. There we go, done there. And then of course you also have now a couple other side rewards that you can do, right? Get you guys some more rewards here along the way, which is great. This is actually a simple way to get yourself some extra tickets and some extra essence stones and start saving them. Either use them for Cha, obviously, if you want to, or save them for Alicia when she comes out, or even further down the pipe. The thing with this is I feel like it's going to be very limited for a long time. So keep that in the back of your mind, that not everything that we're going to get is going to be this easy. There we guys go. See, we got 8 of them already there, kicking around. Now I just got to do chapter 17. If I look at 17 now, look, I'm already stuck on the next stage until 63. So no choice. It's gonna be a while. I'm 51 right now, so we're not gonna get there for a while. So I'm gonna have to go back and do hard mode, collect as much EXP as I possibly can, and then go back into it. But there you guys have it. It's absolutely doable. Now let's go and look at some of the gear that I have and how we got this done. All right. So let's close this down because we're free to play. We don't buy anything. Let me just get this stuff out of the way, guys. All right, look at that, limited ticket, nice. And then codex. So the codex stuff here, you'll get yourself some gold. There it is, easy enough. Now for my Sung, for my Jinwoo, here we go. It's all attack set. I actually got my 55 handpiece finally, so got that out there. Expert set from 15. So highest I have is 15. I don't go anything. Oh, 17. Sorry, I apologize. 17. I pushed this one a little further just to give Westwind a little more damage. So you guys can see there. That's the setup I have going for him. If you look at my hunters now. This is my Cha, A3, and then I have the half and half set, only because I don't have a good proper full set for armed or toughness. And then I have champions, which is good for her for now. I'm going to probably get her a different one later. And then I have the break set without, I mean, my helmet sucks. And then I have the Viri set there, and then I have the arm set with level 20 and 30 here, and then the Viri set there. So that's the setup going there. And these guys need a lot better gear. So that's pretty much it, guys. Chapter 15 completed. It's free to play. There it is. We did, hey, what is this? Well, how many days have we logged in for? Let me just double check something. Here. Day 19. Day 19. I did this in day 30 on my SR account. So pretty accomplished. We did it almost half the time in global, and it was a lot easier having SR weapons and SSR weapons, combination of hunters and those. So there you guys go. So next up we have the compilation of all the bosses. I'll put that together for you guys probably tomorrow. And then I have the videos for free-to-play Cerberus and free-to-play Arachnids, show you guys, because the last one I made was using just in general teams. But I'll show you guys my current teams and how I'm tackling both of those bosses. But there you guys go. Chapter 15 complete. Free-to-play. Enjoy. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.